Kern County's cannabis controversy does not appear to be over just yet. In fact, heading into the election, Kern County voters could see at least 2 medicinal cannabis measures on the ballot in March. Within the last half hour, supervisors voted to approve a draft be written for a county-backed proposition that would legalize the sale of medicinal marijuana. 17's Eitan Wallace was at this afternoon's meeting, and he's in our newsroom now with details. Eitan?
And Jim, it is important to mention that Supervisor Perez was absent from that meeting, but 4 other supervisors voted in favor. Now, Kern County, the Central Valley Cannabis, has already qualified its own ballot measure for the primary election next March. And according to Planning Director Lorelei Oviatt, if passed, that measure would legalize the sale of medical marijuana and would allow shops that were open before January 1st of 2018 to reopen so long as they are located farther than 1,000 feet from a school. It also would allow agricultural cultivation of marijuana, and it does not impose a tax, but says supervisors may impose a tax after the measure passes. Today, Oviatt told supervisors if they are not content with this measure, they essentially have 2 options. First, they can enact their own ordinance without the voters' approval, but Oviatt said that could take 4 to 6 months, which would mean the ordinance would not be considered until after the primary election on March 3rd, 2020. So that left supervisors basically one other option, which is to put their own measure on the ballot. He or she explains how that would take place.
Staff is proposing a framework today for that initiative. You are not adopting an initiative today. You are making a referral to County Council and staff to actually write the ordinance, prepare it as an initiative, and then it would have to come back to you for another hearing.
Now, a number of medicinal cannabis supporters did not support the idea of the county putting its own initiative on the ballot. They claim that would split the vote between the 2 measures that would legalize the sale of medicinal cannabis. Oviatt said the county-backed measure would be different than the Central Valley cannabis measure in that the county measure could call for the sale of only medicinal cannabis. It also could include more safety measures beyond requiring dispensaries to be located at least 1,000 feet from a school and would oppose a tax immediately. But those in attendance worried an additional measure would simply lower the chances that any of the measures pass.
We ask that only 1 measure go on the March 2020 ballot. The people of Kern County will speak through their votes, and it's time you guys listen.
Now, also at the meeting, Oviatt discussed how the 29 previously grandfathered-in shops are complying with the ban to sell medicinal marijuana. She says 7 of those shops have pretended to close, but they remain open, while 4 of the shops have outright remained open. So today marks 259 days until primary election day. In the newsroom, Eitan Wallace, 17 News.